The afternoon sun streamed through the windows of the quiet school library, illuminating motes of dust dancing in the air. It was the kind of day where the cicada's song filled the air, and the only sounds indoors were the rustling of pages and the soft murmur of a few students' voices. Ken walked in, pushed his glasses up his nose, and made his way to the bookshelf. His eyes, however, weren't focused on the books, but were stuck in a daze, replaying the events from earlier that day in his head. Earlier, while walking home from the convenience store after school, Ken had seen Mari, a girl from his class, walking ahead of him. Suddenly she stopped and turned around. Their eyes met and she smiled at him. She was so beautiful it made him feel like he had been struck by lightning. He wanted to approach her, but before he could, she disappeared into the crowd. Now, as he stood in the library, his heart still pounding from the memory of their brief eye contact, he couldn't help but think about what she might be doing right now. Was she thinking about him? The thought sent a shiver down his spine, as if pulled by an invisible force. Ken found himself walking towards the library's large windows. Outside he could see the lush green of the school's vast grounds, and the clear blue sky dotted with fluffy white clouds. But all Ken could think about was Mari's smile. He closed his eyes, trying to picture her face, when suddenly a soft, sweet voice broke the silence. Looking for something, Ken opened his eyes to see a girl standing in front of him. Startled, he instinctively took a step back. He stammered, realizing how awkward the situation must look. The girl tilted her head, a curious look on her face. "Are you okay?" she asked. Her voice was like a gentle breeze, calming the storm of emotions that had been raging within Ken. He took a deep breath, trying to steady himself. "Yeah, I'm fine," he replied, forcing a smile. "Just thinking." The girl nodded understandingly and turned to leave, but not before casting one last curious glance at Ken. As she walked away, Ken couldn't help but stare after her. There was something about her demeanor, the way she carried herself with an air of quiet confidence, that intrigued him. He shook his head, trying to clear his thoughts. He needed to focus on studying for the upcoming exams. Love was the last thing on his mind, or so he thought. Little did he know that fate had a funny way of intertwining their paths, and the encounter at the library was just the beginning. Follow for episode 2, more English stories here on Fluent with Mari. Thanks for watching. Read along and mimic the pronunciation to practice in English.